Good evening, everyone. Want to welcome everyone to our regular city council meeting for December 1st, 2021. I'd ask that we all stand for the pledge of allegiance and we'll have invocation by all ladies and gentlemen. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Lord God, we come again thanking you for blessing us to see another day. We ask you, Lord, to come into our council chambers. Bless each and every council member that are present. Bless our residents. Bless us as we conduct the city of Markham business. That everything is going to be centered in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Barron,
Present.
Alderman Lady Hampton Hauser,
Present. Present.
Can you hear us already?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, Mayor. I said present.
Lady Hampton, can you hear us?
Yes,
Oh, there we
Mayor,
go.
I can
No, we
hear
don't
you.
have any audio for her. You can hear us?
Yes.
She's saying yes, okay. Okay, so
Okay.
she's here, so at least she can. hear us.
Alderman Jones,
Present.
Alderman Lady McDowell.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Regular city council meeting minutes for November 17th, 2021.
Mayor Powell,
Yes,
I make a motion that we approve the minutes for our regular city council meeting dated November 17th, 2021, as submitted with any necessary corrections.
motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman McDowell for approval of regular city council meeting minutes for November 17th, 2021. Question?
Alderman Jones,
Roll call?
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Lady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Lady Hampton
Yes.
Hauser.
Okay.
Okay. And Alderman Barron.
Please
Yes.
for the record, sign.
Motion carried.
I don't know why I can't hear.
Oh, no,
You can't hear me.
we can hear you now.
Oh, you can? Oh, great. All right.
It's magic. So we just-
Yes.
So, okay. Moving along, no special presentation. So,
Claims.
oh. It would have, yeah, okay, I'll just waive the account, bill it.
Oh, okay. Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the authorization claims and accounts invoice payments for December 1st, 2021, which reads as follows. Corporate, $252,489.81. Water and sewer, $186,509.09. Solid waste, $21,013.92. Motor fuel, $35,926.54. Markham Senior Living Complex, $22,412.57. Roller rink, $11,724.94, which give us a total of $530,076.97. With manual checks, $7,995, which give us a grand total $538,071.97. Excuse me, yes, 97 cents.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Hampton, second by Alderman Barron for approval for authorization of claims and accounts, the bill list. Question? Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderman Lady McDowell. Yes. Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Lady Hampton Hauser.
Yes.
I'll start this again. So no special presentation tonight. So with that, we'll go to the attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Members of the council and members of the public, the city attorney's report appears as follows. Under 8A, a proposed resolution approving the extension and renewal of the reproclamation and declaration of a continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modifications to in-person meetings in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, December 1st, 2021.
Mayor Ed Powell,
Yes.
I make a motion that we approve resolution number 21-R660, a resolution approving the extension and renewal of the reproclamation and declaration of continued local state of emergency within the city of Markham and approving the mayor's determination regarding modification in-person meeting in response to COVID-19 dated today's date.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady McDowell to approve resolution for extension and renewal of reproclamation declaration, continued local state of emergency as read. Question? Roll call?
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderlady McDowell.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next, we have under 8D, a proposed resolution approving a master pole attachment agreement between between Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership doing business as Verizon Wireless and the city of Markham.
I have a question. You want to do it now or you want to do it as a question part?
Do it now.
Okay, let's do it now.
What areas are they hidden as far as the poles? That's what I was.
None yet, none at all.
I mean, but is it citywide, is it a particular area now? I mean, that's what I wasn't.
This would be open citywide, but they would still have to come and propose to us.
Okay.
So this is just to open the door, just like Canada or whatever. I use that analogy, just to set the stage. Now, we're modifying, we're talking legal about it, we're modifying our existing ordinance to make room for dealing with poles close to top.
Okay.
So that's really just setting the stage for us for them to come in and say, hey, let's put it here or there, and this is key, you all want to do us working in the city or something. But does that help?
Yes, that would be great, And the next thing was the cost, so you answered that question.
Yeah, so we'll negotiate that. I believe we can negotiate that.
That is in your item, so I just wasn't sure.
Mayor, I know, in reference to this resolution on page 3, it gives us some information to the cost that they want to propose to us for putting these particular wireless devices on our electrical poles. So exactly where the electrical poles are going to be located, I'm not quite for sure. But my question to this is, would there be room for other individuals who might want to come to the city of Markham with the same idea? Because it is an open playing field. So we want to make sure that if we agree with this resolution, that we actually monitor exactly where they place these poles. So if someone, the wireless, that someone else would come in. Yes, in this resolution, there is information sharing exactly how they're going to install them. Can't be no more than 4 feet above the pole or whatever, but I want to make sure that we have an open field for other individuals that might want to come in and utilize the poles as well. And I'm in agreement with Alderman Jones as well. We want to know exactly where they're going to be locating these poles, because they're saying electrical poles. So, we have electrical poles everywhere in Markham. So we want to find out exactly where these poles, where these installments are going to actually be, and what is their projected date in reference to trying to move forward.
Right now, none of that's on the table until later. So, but you're right. When the time comes, those will be the things that we will want to talk to them about.
Yes, absolutely.
Are the fees negotiable, or these are locked in?
I think they're locked in.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what, okay.
From previous contract.
The statute is set by statute.
Mhm. Okay.
All right,
Mayor Agpao,
yes.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 21-R 661, a resolution approving a master pole attachment agreement between Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership doing business as Verizon Wireless in the city of Markham.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderlady Hampton to approve resolution for master pole attachment agreement between Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership, DBA Verizon in the city of Markham. Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next, I would ask the council and Mr. Mayor to direct your attention to 8F. 8F. And I'm going to take that one in relation to 8B, which was just passed.
Mhm.
Under 8F, we have a proposed ordinance amending chapter 159, small cell wireless facilities of the Code of Markham to comply with changes to the Small Cell Wireless Facilities Deployment Act.
I'm sorry, which ordinance is that? I'm sorry.
That would be under 8F.
Oh, 8F. Okay. Oh, okay.
Just for the sake of why we went to F, I just felt it would be in order to, since we approved the resolution, it would only be fitting to follow the ordinance behind it because it's all relevant.
Yes.
As a result of us accepting the resolution.
Okay, wait a minute. Ordinance. I don't have that in my, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the correct ordinance. I think I have it.
2318.
Are you making a motion on the
I was.
Oh, okay, I have it. I'm sorry, my apologies.
Okay, she's, Alderman McDowell's making a motion, go ahead.
I make a
Yes.
motion that we waive the 48-hour reading for ordinance number 21-0-2320, or ordinance amending chapter 159, small cell wireless facilitated in the Code of Markham to comply with changes to small cell wireless facility development act.
Second.
Is this ordinance 2318?
I think it'd be 23.
It's 23.
2318.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry, 2318.
Motion by Alderman McDowell, second by Alderman Barron, to waive the reading for ordinance amending chapter 159, small cell wireless facilities of the Code of Markham to comply with changes to small cell wireless facilities Deployment Act. Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alderlady McDowell,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay. 10, this one.
With the reason, sorry.
That's
Yeah.
the way, I need to adopt.
To adopt, yes.
I'm not
I
gonna
make
mark
a
yours
motion
up.
that we
I won't
adopt
mark it up.
ordinance number 21-0-2318, the ordinance amending chapter 159, small cell wireless facility of the Code of Markham to comply with the changes to a small cell wireless facility development act.
Second.
Motion by Alderman McDowell, second by Alderman Barron, to approve ordinance amending the chapter 159, small cell wireless facilities as read. Question? Roll call?
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alderlady Hudson Howard,
Yes.
Alderlady Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next, we go back up to 8C. 8C, a proposed resolution regarding Cook County Class 6B Sustainable Emergency Relief, known as SER, property tax incentive for a permanent index number 28-24-308-024-0000, owned by JMI Crafted Commercial Millwork Incorporated, located at 3032 West 167th Street in Markham, Illinois. If you recall at the last meeting, we did have information that was passed out to you. This evening, we have Mr. Adam Dodson of the Sanders Law Firm representing the entity. So if there are any questions, of course, you can certainly open the meeting to it if you so desire.
Yes, I have a question.
We're not actually there yet,
Oh,
lady.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
I'll make a motion that we open the floor to the representative from JMI.
I don't know if we need to. I was going to refer to Alderman Jones over this.
Yes, sir.
In your ward, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, did you have, I know we talked about this last meeting.
Yeah.
Right. Do we need to open the floor? Do you want to open the floor?
Well, she had a question.
Oh, was it, well, I don't know if it's a question to him or
Oh,
it's a
okay.
question in general. What's your question?
I have no problem. You don't have a question. I have no problem.
Okay, all right, well, we can do the question now. Go ahead, lady.
Yes, my question is, in reference to the Class CB Sustainable Energy, Emergency Relief, SER. I was trying to find out what other companies might be able to benefit from this as well in our community. Because I know this Class CB Sustainable Emergency Relief is to give release to the the industry, the business industry, for a minimum of 10 years with a nice little tax break. And I know Alderman Barron, was questioning and very concerned about that or whatever. I think this information might be a little bit valuable for individuals on his board as well. So if we can find out exactly where the information or the application is located at, I think it might benefit us as well.
We can get with the city administrator to see that he could put some things out to the business community about it.
Thank you, Mayor. That's it, Mayor. I know I probably went off point a little bit there, but.
No, that's okay. I mean, I appreciate your concern for the other businesses, but I think we can ask the administrator.
Yeah, I would
something
follow up.
out to the business community and
Okay.
let them know that this is available to them.
Yes.
If there is, nothing else, we can handle it under the question portion and keep it moving. Is your pleasure resolution regarding this tonight?
Okay.
Moving forward, Mayor.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt resolution number 21-R-662, a resolution regarding the Cook County Class 6B Sustainable Energy Relief, SER property tax incentive for the permanent index number 28-24-308-024-000, owned by JMI Craft Commercial Millwork Incorporated, located at 3032 West 7th Street in Markham, Illinois, 6042.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Jones, second by Alderman Barron to adopt resolution, approve resolution regarding the Cook County Class 6B's Sustainable Emergency Relief as read. And I would say is there a question, this is really a resolution, but is there any additional question to this? I just wanted to be respectful to you, Alderman Bear, because I cut you off. I didn't know if you did want.
No, I thought the question was going to be directed at them.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
know we're all pretty used to
No,
it
it's fine.
a little bit, so I didn't mean to cut anybody off, because I just know we're kind of, it's kind of a customary thing, but, okay, with that, then we'll move on to if we don't have questions with the resolution.
Oh,
Okay,
just as a footnote,
yes,
you know, to the council is Mr. Monahan, the owner of this business, is born and raised in Markham. So went through all of our schools and
he's third generation.
Yeah.
And that's something that I didn't know if Mr. Stanton, no, you said Dotson, you were saying, well, right? I didn't know if you knew that much, you know, the history of the client. But I knew you would know the workings of the classic. I know that much because I've worked with you on other. Well, so that was the other part of it. So, okay, with that, then we can just go ahead and roll call. Thank you.
Alderman McDowell? Yes. Alderman Barron?
yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderman Hampton?
Yes.
Next, we have under 8D, a proposed ordinance amending section 151.03, amendments of International Property Maintenance Code of Chapter 151, housing regulations of the Code of Markham.
Mayor Akawa,
Yes.
I can make a motion that we waive the 48-hour reading of ordinance number 21-0-2319, an ordinance amending section 151.03, amendments of the International Property Maintenance Code of section 151, housing regulations of the Code of Markham.
Motion by Alderman Barron, seconded by Alderman McDowell to waive the reading of ordinance. An ordinance amending section 15103 amendment of the International Property Maintenance Code, chapter 151 housing regulations of the Code of Markham. Roll call.
Alderman Barron?
Yes.
Alderman Jones?
Yes.
Alderlady Hampton Hauser?
Yes.
Alderlady McDowell? Yes. Motion carried.
Mayor Akawa,
Yes.
I make a motion that we approve ordinance number 21-0-2319, an ordinance amending section 151.03, amendments of the International Property Maintenance Code of chapter 151, housing regulations of the Code of Markham.
Motion by Alderman Barron, second by Alderman McDowell to approve ordinance amending section 151.03 amendments of the International Property Maintenance Code, chapter 151, housing regulations, Code of Markham. Question?
Yes, sir. Now, on page 3, section 19, it talks about ditches and culverts. Who was previously responsible for ditches and culverts? I always thought it was the responsibility of the homeowner, or the owner to be responsible for ditches and culverts. So I don't understand, what's the difference in the language?
Page 3.
Page 3,
Yeah, page 3 of the ordinance.
19.
We're adding.
Oh, 19, okay.
It appears that they're just adding a tunnel clearing stream. I'm not sure. I have to compare it. But it looks like this is being added. A tunnel clearing stream. I don't know anything else. That's a little different.
It's not that much different than the existing language because
What's the difference? I guess I'm saying.
see, the misconception is that most homeowners think, and basically it's my ward that has culverts.
Mine's too, but you-
I know, but for the most part, I have the most. And the misconception is that the city of Markham owns that land. And, you know, then I have to go to the house and explain to them that, there's an easement there. And the easement we haven't taken your land away from you, and they're responsible for the drainage ditch. And
I don't think that's the issue, though. Mr. Change, though, I agree with you what you're saying, because we've all been out there arguing who's up first,
but I mean, this language is very similar to what we have.
yeah, I think this is just some additional, language.
It might be a little bit easier to read than the original language.
It's probably more description from what I can see. Without comparing, I don't know. I just know that it doesn't look that much different other than just probably more, it seems to be more descriptive.
Okay. Okay. Now on page 4, section 26. We already have on the books that you can't park on grassy, unpaved soil. So what's the difference in this language?
I don't know. I mean, you might have to tell me. All I can tell you most of the time without, the officers typically, they're asking for more. Now, this one, I speak to probably, they're asking for more, things that give them teeth when they go out and do things. That's really what's happened here. And they run into, especially in the towing vehicles, what everything you can have. And that's really what they're doing. Because if it's touchy, then you wind up having to give the vehicle back, and have enough while they took it.
Okay.
And this just makes it, and again, it just goes back to the other part about culverts and ditches. It's just more description. From looking at it, it's just more description.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay. So we're at roll call now.
Alderman Barron,
Yes.
Alder Lady McDowell,
Yes.
Alder Lady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next, we have under 8E, a proposed ordinance amending section 110.25 license fee schedule of the code of Markham to impose a health inspection fee.
Mayor Powell,
Yes.
I make a motion that we waive the reading to ordinance number 21-0. I think this will be 2319. Yes, 2319. 2319. I'm sorry.
2320.
2320.
2320. An ordinance amending section 110.25 license fees schedule of the code of Markham to impose a health inspection fee.
Motion by our lady Anthony, second by Holly McDowell to waive reading ordinance amending section 110.25 license fee schedule of the code of Markham to impose a health inspection fee. Roll call.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alder Lady Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Alder Lady McDowell,
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
I'll abstain.
This is way to reading, right?
Yes.
Okay.
motion carried.
Mayor Powell,
Yes.
I make a motion that we adopt ordinance number 21-0-2320. An ordinance amending section 110.25 license fee schedule of the code of Markham to impose a health inspection fee.
Motion by Alder Lady Hampton, Second by Alderman McDowell to adopt ordinance amending section 110.25 license fee schedule of the code of Markham to impose a health inspection fee. Question?
Yes. That this new fee, health inspection, fee, what exactly is it?
This would be whenever they do a health inspection, a business that require it.
Is that a restaurant?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
A restaurant? So all restaurants, is this fee is applied to? Anything else, anything with food, but catering?
That's correct. That's correct. Anything, right, that's correct. Perishable, but that's correct.
Okay, and that's it, nothing else?
I can't speak to anything else right now.
Okay. Because I was just twisting the language of health inspection fee, because I was just trying to figure this out, that's all. You know, does it include, like a business, or it's like daycare?
No, well, anyone that's handling food for the most part.
With food to the
Food
table?
trucks, food, brick and mortar, grocery stores, anybody's handling food.
Okay, my next question is on page 4. Fees $150, and it's an additional fee of $150. So if they miss the inspection, it's another additional $150 fee. Is that, if I'm reading that right, the language? On page 4, section E.
Each subsequent reinspection.
So that's a yearly thing, or just say since I missed my inspection, I'm charging another $150? Is that what it's saying? So say for instance, you go to a fast food restaurant and you they miss the inspection, then the re-inspection is an additional $150?
It says each subsequent reinspection. Were you trying to say something, Attorney? About
If they fail inspection.
if they fail?
Okay.
That's my understanding. If the inspection fails, then each subsequent inspection.
That's what I was kind of thinking too, because if you have to keep going back, we charge it every time we go back, you know.
Is it possible you can do for half the price, like, say $75, so do the first fee for $150 and the next one for like 75?
If they fail.
Automatically.
Yeah.
So just to kind of,
Kind of pick it up a little bit. This is comparable to what everybody else is doing.
Okay,
So we don't want to.
this is like an industry standard.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know as much as he knows about the industry standard right now, but I just know from going out doing inspections, you fail, and we're sending time and personnel and everything else, time and so things we get tied up on now, it's just amazing how they just tie us up.
So this is
And
the
it
annual
needs
fee.
to cost them. Well, yeah, and it will be annual too. But it'll be, but they won't be hopefully failing every time, or having to run fees, but we charge re-inspection fees right now for other inspections. When if we have to come back out, we charge you again.
Right, and then that's what I was thinking about, because I know a lot of times, someone like this, like housing inspection, they're gonna get charged the same amount again, so it was always like, ouch to them, and then, sometimes things happen. So I was just thinking about, the constituent of the person at this time.
Yeah,
So if we can be speed, but loving, living,
yeah.
okay.
So, but we have health inspections on the books. And this,
The fees work, the fee schedule.
but this is a little bit different though, because basically it's not defined. I mean, basically, if you read this, if you sell candy bars, you need a health inspection. Any food product. So all the gas stations,
Yeah,
I mean, this isn't just for grocery stores and restaurants. This is for any place that has any kind of food,
Perishable
packaged
items,
food,
perishable items.
which is almost all food.
Okay, then we were at roll call.
Hampton Hauser,
Yes.
Yes.
Alderman Barron,
Abstain.
Alderman Jones,
No.
Well, an abstention
Is it?
is passed.
It passed.
motion carried.
Okay, that is all that I have on my report this evening. Thank you.
All right. Moving over to city clerk's report.
I have no report this evening.
To the mayor's report. Good evening, everyone. That's not good tonight. Back into me. That, just a few things to report. I had the pleasure of meeting the other day. Over that. Go down to the library. We had a chance to talk my office about her background and where she comes from, and I'm encouraging the council to meet her for sure. And one of the things that I was really encouraged by was the outreach aspect that we really talked about that. And I think that we're going to have a better relationship with our library. Get a chance to stop that. I'll run down the liaison. So, if you'd like to chime in, please do. But we took a little time. And I intend to go down there and spend more time with her, get to know her more. Ms. Tempton was with us at the time, so I didn't really get in depth, but just a few things I heard was really encouraging, and it goes right in line with what we do with the park district. So, and what they want to do in terms of outreach to the community is, I thought, really good. So, okay, so the other thing I want to mention is that, we talked about in the warm months so much about business and some of the businesses that are coming. And I just want to let everybody know that a lot of things that we talked about in the public, and certainly even as a board, a lot of things that we approved to set the stage for a lot of businesses to come, they are on the way. But it seems like it sometimes takes an eternity for these things to move. But there's so many things in the background that we have to do. And it just came to mind today. I just thought I wanted to mention it. Maybe somebody will throw a shovel in the ground for Christmas or right after Christmas.
I don't think so.
But, from the ground freezes that, and they'll tell us that we're ready to go. But we've got a lot of people that are still really working diligently to move business. So we talk about it all the time, but it's certainly coming. I talked with the field superintendent, and I rode with the superintendent as well this week at Public Works, and a lot of improvements throughout the community, as we all have witnessed in every single ward. It just really has been a great year. I know we got one more meeting before we start giving resolutions, right? But we have had a real blessed year. And just right into the community with him. There's always some fine tuning to do, but one of the meetings I had today with the field superintendent is that he was telling me how he had parked the new bush hog. I said, well, don't let it park for 2 months. We're still cutting grass. I don't care how cold it gets, we're cutting grass. Because it's still easier to get to some of these properties. As you all know, we still have vacancies that we still have to get to. I still want to hear from you all about those vacancies in your wards. Let me know, because it's going to be easier for me to get a chainsaw to some of that brush now that the leaves are gone. And some of them we didn't do a good job on. And this is our opportunity while it's cold and slower in other places before the snow comes, for us to get back into those vacancies. And we can keep at it. So let me know so we can keep on. I said, don't put the lawnmowers up. Okay? So it's going to be 50 degrees tomorrow. So they're going to be hitting grass even tomorrow in some places. And the right of ways in some of these other areas, we're getting them as low as they can go without, damaging the grass. So when spring comes, we can hit the ground running. We don't have to really worry about certain areas, and we can keep on our vacant program that still needs good structure and management. So just want to mention that. I'm sure you all have something to say in your reports about that. One of the things that I've been soliciting the community, and I'm going to continue to ask each of you on the board here on our council to send volunteers to me, if you would please, for some of the various boards and things that they can serve on. And I'd like to talk with them and vet them if you send them my way to be able to serve. I'm going to be renewing some and replacing others on some of the different boards upcoming, going into the new year, because I have made no appointment since I've been in office. So it's my intention to do that now, to start looking at that. But I really want us to I'll get the volunteer sheets out to you. There's a lot of different things that people can volunteer for. And not just planning and zoning, fire, police, or civil service. We want, pastoral, some people like it that way, work with the senior, things like that. So a lot of different things that we can do. I'll get those forms to you. Last couple items, just want to mention, I'm just very excited about the holiday season, and what I want to thank the employees for what they're doing around the building to decorate and get in the spirit of the holiday, Christmas, and for what others may believe. But we want to definitely thank them for all what they're doing to try to make Markham look really, really good. Our lighting is really beautiful. We're getting calls in the office all the time about it. We get messages and emails about it. And then I get words from the other mayors about what do we think we're doing over here. We're just kind of showing off and all that kind of stuff. So we're just getting ready to review about that, and we're going to keep it up. I'd like to ask all of the council members to next year give me some suggestions. I know that the staff and the team of the city is already working on a parkway theme. I'd like us to really just dress our parkway in the future, not just for even this Christmas, but maybe just like we did for the summer lights that we did summer lights. So if you have ideas, let's talk about it. You all bring it up, and let's I know that I'd like to go down over by an Alderman Barron's ward with some lighting on 155th in the pump house area. The next couple of years or year or so. That's, I'd like to see some pole lights over there, and we let the pump house know that they're on the map. So, it's really important to engage the whole community. So, I just would like to get your ideas. So please let me know and we'll work together citywide. Last item before I go over to the city administrator. We've had a couple people to pass away. I will let Old Lady McDowell mention one, and well, both of them are in her ward, but I'm going to mention one, is Lester Taylor passed away. Lester Taylor, oh my goodness, has been around for almost my whole time in government. I've always seen him around. He was here, clear back with Mayor Miller all the time. He'd always be at the council meeting. Every time I look up, he was there. And he didn't stop coming to meetings until he couldn't come anymore. And that's just who and how he was. I went to school with his daughter. Just a great man and a great pillar on 165th in Walcott for many years. A good man. And just cared about his community. And those are the kind of people that mean so much because they just care. They don't care where you live, what ward you're in. He never cared about that. He just wanted to come here and support his town, his community. So I was proud of it. So I wanted to mention that about Mr. Taylor. So with that, I'll go over to the city administrator.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Appreciate those words of encouragement for the city as well. There's a lot of, first of all, I hope everyone had a happy holiday season, a great Thanksgiving. Want to start off by just kind of piggybacking on a couple of things that the mayor talked about in reference to getting shovels in the ground. We are working diligently every day, courting potential businesses to come in Markham. We want to make sure that the right businesses are coming to Markham. We don't want just smoke shops or anything like that. We want to make sure that we're looking at healthy options, nice restaurant, retail type businesses as well. Next item I want to talk about, we're working closely with our lobbyists, making sure that we're going after any state and federal and local dollars. We're always looking for grants to improve infrastructure and just anything that can help with the quality of life, our parks, or anything that we can tap into. So that's a constant mission upstairs. Also want to make sure that individuals are consistently looking at our social platforms in regards to our robotics, largest robotics fulfillment center here in Markham. There are jobs available. Continue to look on our social platforms and our website internally, and all the aldermen and alderwomen social sites as well. We are speaking with Amazon yesterday. We are looking at other alternatives to making sure that individuals know about jobs, whether that's putting ads in local newspapers as well. Next thing is, I want to bring up a wonderful event that's coming up Saturday, December 18th. It's the First Ward Breakfast with Santa, hosted by our First Ward Alderwoman Hampton Hauser and our very own Mayor Roger Power. There's going to be, here's a shot of it here. I don't know if you all can see that. Everybody should have it in front of them. Alderwoman Hampton will talk about it a little bit more in detail. She is partnering with the Most Worshipful United Grand Lodge and Most Worthy Faith Grand Chapter. Will be at the Banquet Hall on 162nd and Laughlin Avenue in Markham. Come by for gifts for children of all ages. So Alderwoman Hampton will speak a little bit more. That will conclude my report this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Champion, for that. And with that, that's my report. And now we'll go over to the Alderman's report under the business, and we'll start with Alderman.
Thank you. I like to say, Mayor did a great job this year. Our officials was happy. They love the streetlight decorations. I mean, it was just very flattering to see the lights. It seemed like you expanded it throughout the whole city, the entire Markham. It's like, wow, I drive down streets that I've never seen a street light before. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So I can understand how the mayors, I look like, what you doing? You're trying to show off. Wow. So thank you for that. And also, I'm taking call for Melody for the lights put down there. You know, you told people that you're gonna get it done along with the street repairs you have. So they feel so excited with those new homes, that they got new streets and new lights. So I mean, that's like a Christmas every morning, every night to them. So they're so excited about that. Derek Chapman, thanks for looking into the flooding issue. I know it's gonna hit my area, but still look out for them, because I still have some issues on that other side of 294 that I have to address with flooding, with the Cape drainage. So I mean, definitely continue with that. I really appreciate that. All right. Yeah, Thanksgiving April, like I said, the street repairs, Oxford, Berkshire, other streets, you know, I mean, because people in Canterbury is just overjoyed. You know, they thought this would never get done. You know, but it's done. So I really appreciate your effort in doing that. And also Pine Street Park, you know, I mean, for putting the dirt in there over there on the backside of Frontage Road. When my friend says, there used to be a parking lot, I drove, I got stuck. I said, not anymore, you know, but I love the grass, I love that you all saved the pine tree, you know, and I'm definitely for helping what you all what we can do to make that better. Yeah, and use it up. And that's my reward there, for the private park, you know, but it goes out of Venus, you know. You used to call it Cherry Hill back in the days. But but I love all the work you're doing there. And last but not least, you know, I know we still got some money in Jeff. I'm the treasurer, so I didn't want to get with you to talk to you about some other little streets that we maybe push. Get that money spent down. So I mean, if we can meet as soon as possible, whenever you have some time. I would love to sit and talk about that. But thanks for the good work you do on the council.
Yes, and I rode with Public Works. We did go back to the Pine Tree area, and let's come up when we do meet. Let's talk about how you want to position things over there. Only thing I know that we need to do is pretty quick.
I know people told me they got stuck back there.
So, right. And we went over there because we sprayed the grass, and so let's get together on that, how you want to position things. We'll put the guardrail up, but then we'll come up with a way where there could be some side parking and people can go over there and sit or whatever. We'll make it a nice park.
Okay.
So however you want to fix it up, we'll talk about it over there, definitely. We'll get together with treasurer and the numbers on the Berkshire area.
Thank you.
And throughout Plymouth.
Thank you.
All right. Alderman there, good evening.
Good evening. I've been doing a light check for the last 2 nights, and then I just expanded my search over to Ward 1 and Ward 2, and I was really impressed. The Christmas lights are wonderful. I see we've doubled up on the ones over here. I see we put some new additions onto City Hall. It is very festive, and it really lights everything up, and I hope people can enjoy it. The only thing I thought, we should do something, even if it's a big Christmas tree, we need to do something at Fire Station 3. It's just dark. Just a thought, but I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I hate to bring this up, but our numbers are changing, and I see more and more people are dropping their mask in the stores and they're out about. But our positivity rate today was 4.1, and we're bracing for what the Thanksgiving holiday might bring us. So I'm just telling people, be careful. It's also getting cold now, so it would be nice if you've got any elderly neighbors to look in on them. I'm working with a few of them on some winterizations. And I wanted to mention something else. No, I'm having a senior moment. That'll be all.
That's okay. You mentioned about, some people won't get the shot, that's kind of the problem. Maybe they'll get a flu shot from Walgreens. That'd be a good start. We'll take what we can get, but, I just thought I'd throw it as a good measure.
I've already had
I go to
mine.
Walgreens to get my flu shot, but I got one of those too, and they don't hurt. So,
Nope.
I would say we used to do a lot of Station 3, y'all, and you're so right, and we used to do a lot of Station 2. And I think we should get back to that. Maybe we could talk with Fire Chief about both stations and really get that going again next year as well. I think that it does something in the neighborhood. Definitely Station 2 is always something that we did.
The last thing I wanted to mention is I happen to go around Amazon and I see the parking lot is filling up with cars. So it's very, very pleased to see that. So that was the last point.
All right. Good evening, Alderman Lady Hampton.
Yes, well, good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Council. I'm just going to be very brief. My sentiments are exactly. I think our street lights at this particular time look very nice throughout all the wards, and I'm pretty sure that our residents appreciated that as well. I do want to also mention to the residents of Ward 1, I will be traveling through our ward again in the next week or two to look at the easements, the vacant homes, the fields, to see which ones we need to actually revisit, or some of the ones that we did not get an opportunity to visit at all, as far as executing, grass cutting in those particular areas. I always ask all the patients, my apologies. I always ask all the constituents to please be patient, because the individuals that are actually doing majority of this work is our public works. And they are stretched out so far and so thin, but they give us everything that we need, but we just have to be patient to allow them to get to them as well. It's not just Ward 1, it's 2, 3, and 4. So they're working all the wards. So I will be revisiting those. Also, I want to mention on December 11th, 2021, from 10 to 1 o'clock, Ward 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. I never just distinctly say just my particular ward, but I am having a coffee sip with the residents. I need you all to come out, ask questions, address your concerns, find out some additional information to exactly what's going on within our city. And just to clear up information that's not accurate. So I think it's important that you come out and address that, and so we can make sure that we share the correct information on that. So that's going to be December 11th, 2021 at the Markham Banquet Hall, what we call the King Banquet Hall, 162nd and Laughlin, from 10 to 1. Also, I want to mention on December 18th, thank you, Mr. Champion, for actually displaying that flyer and sharing a little information for December 18th. That's our big Rahul on December 18th. It's open to all residents. It's basically going to have breakfast, gifts with Santa as well. Get an opportunity to come out, have a bite to eat, let Santa give out gifts as well, and just enjoy each other's company, and bless children as well. So it's at all ages, no particular age. The older individuals, they will be receiving gift cards, because of course they don't want toys. But please bring your family and your children out. on December 18th, and that's going to be from 10 to 2 o'clock as well on December 18th. Come out and join us and allow the children to receive gifts as well. And then last but not least, Mayor, I don't know if you had an opportunity, if you wanted to mention, or I'll just mention it. Also on December 11th, the Winter Wonderland over at the park, Canterbury Park. Winter Wonderland is going to be from 5 to 8. It's beautiful. Bring your children out, adults as well, and go through the Winter Wonderland at the Park District on Kedzie. And then I think that's about it, Mayor. May everybody have, I'm glad everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving, got their bellies full, gonna get the bellies full again coming up for Christmas. So enjoy. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Good evening, Lady McDowell.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I do want to mention, we lost two very long-time residents in the second ward, Lester Taylor and Monica Dawson. Two residents that have been there for almost probably 60 years in the city of Markham. And we can extend our condolences to those families. For those who would like to attend their services, you can call City Hall and the information will be there. I definitely will be going out to support both of those families. Also, I would like to give a special thanks to our mayor and city council for your hard work and support. I would like to thank our media team, Rick Foy and Michael Taylor, for their support, Public Works in our annual coat drive. We were able to bless 400 families and kids to stay warm this year. It was a fantastic event, and I thank this council from the bottom of my heart for all of your support in supporting our annual coat drive. To our attorneys, thank you all so much for everything everyone did to come together to work as a team to make our coat drive a success.
Bravo.
Also on September 18th, Second Ward will be having a toy giveaway. You do need to register. This just gives us a count. You can show up. If you did not register, we will have toys available for the kids. They will also be doing booster shots on that day. That will be December 18th from 10 to 2 at Markham Fire Station, 16300 Dixie Highway. So come out, bring your kids, and let's have fun for the day. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll just mention about the Dawson family that's been here equally a very, very, very long time on Winchester, 162nd for this decade. And I really have to say this about the Dawson sisters. It's really something that Monica, who passed here recently, lived on Honorary at 161st block. Her sister Grace lived on 161st in Walcott. And then Warda lives on 162nd in Winchester. So all 3 blocks in Old Lady McDowell's ward had a Dawson. You know, so that was really something, and they were just very involved. They come out with all the events. They come out and support, and they've been very supportive of me, and I'm grateful for them and their family. And they'll give you a hard time too now. But you gotta tell like they give you a hard time too. But they're a wonderful family. I know that. When Wendell played baseball with maybe Attorney Miller. I'm a normal, so.
Mayor, also, D.E. Lloyd and Magnolia, Bishop Lloyd's wife, she passed away last week. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, 40 years on Magnolia.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. You know, it's so important that we give honor where honor is due, and we give credit. And then just like I said about Johnson's sister, to give you a hard time, you throw that in too, you know. So that's how we do it, and we love everybody, you know, the good, bad, and the different, we'll say it. And that's what makes us who we are, and none of us are perfect. You throw those things out there as part of our life that we are.
Yeah, Mayor, Monica was looking forward to helping us with the toy drive.
Yes.
When I talked to her sister this week, she talked about it. She was like, oh, she's looking so forward to coming out for Christmas and helping you. So, and you know, she was, she put in over 35 years with, School District 205.
She was a teacher.
Mhm.
God bless that family. All right, with that, we'll go to the next part of the agenda is public session. We have a motion open the floor to the public.
Make a motion that we open the floor to the public.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good evening. Is there anyone this evening that would like to address the city council in our public? You can stand and say your name.
Jack Harris, close some vacant property, but my school bus, I want to go, you don't have anything for it.
Council member, want to chime in? I know I talked with you.
I really can't hear him.
Come forward, step forward.
Yeah, oh, okay, Mr.
I
Harris.
could, oh, okay, now I know.
They couldn't hear you.
I know.
I'm looking for some vacant property. Like, for the park, bus, one, go ahead.
I've been looking. I've been talking to Darlene.
Yeah,
Yes, she's called me many times.
you don't have.
The only spot that, well, one of the spots she liked is an area that we're trying to go retail on, and we don't want commercial parking. So
I'm looking for something, maybe purchase. Probably a purchase. Go from there. That's what we got to review. Now, when you rent, you don't know how to move. All of a sudden, you sold a property, rent, so now that I don't want to. But if y'all have it.
Well, I'm sure we can, you know, I know that I talked with Darlene as well and yourself. And certainly anything that we can do, you know, we'll definitely, you know, look around and keep our eyes open. I'm gonna redirect you to your alderman. No, I'm just kidding, but no, because we're all gonna help you. You know, I was just, that's a joke. But we'll all help you, you know, I mean, and I know that a couple places that she had interest, we just, there's some things that we can't step over that line anymore. You know, because you go back with Mayor Miller here, you know, there's nothing I wouldn't try to do for you and your wife. Your wife's name is David, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I know now a little bit now. And so, you know, I go back to the car, so there's some lines that we're not doing like we did years ago. So now, because we've had so many problems through the years, we gotta be careful. And so if we find something that's suitable, we'll help. Nothing I wouldn't do for you, sir. Nothing. And if I did do it, Alderman Jones make it. Or Attorney Miller make it do it. Because it's bad.
For quite a while.
That's right. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be praying to find something.
Okay, thank you very much.
Anybody else in the public? All right. Not motion.
make a motion that we close the floor to the public.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I have it. And now we can go to number 13 on our agenda.
Mayor, make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good evening, everybody.